Hey everybody, welcome to Peak Psychology. In today's video, we're diving into the top 9 methods for cultivating charisma. Be sure to stay tuned until the end because you're on the verge of uncovering these extraordinary techniques. And if you find this content valuable, remember to hit that subscribe button to keep receiving valuable psychology insights. Now, without further ado, let's dive right into the video. Charisma is the elusive quality that some people are born with, but leaves others wondering if it can be developed. What makes certain individuals so magnetic? Able to create connections with others effortlessly. The appeal of these charming individuals cannot be denied. Even without striking looks or universally appealing traits, they have a remarkable talent for drawing people's attention when in conversation. The presence of this captivating trait raises the question, is charisma something you're born with, or can it be acquired through learning? The answer is an intriguing mixture of both. While some may have an easier time developing their charisma due to personality traits or life experiences, everyone has room for growth in this realm if they put the effort into self-development. To begin building one's charm, focus on improving communication skills, take an interest in learning more about others, and carry oneself with confidence through a strong posture. With discipline and dedication, becoming a social butterfly is very possible. Ultimately, anyone has the potential to enhance their magnetism and build connections if they make conscious efforts in these areas. Charisma is not reserved solely for innate personalities. It takes practice and time, but investing in one's dedicated effort yields meaningful results towards becoming more magnetically charming. Number 1. Trust yourself. Charisma often depends on confidence, but confidence mustn't tip into arrogance or become off-putting behavior. Striking a balance between these two extremes is key. Many people believe that external sources are what give us confidence. However, the truth is that true self-confidence starts within ourselves. As we meet new people and navigate unfamiliar situations, it's normal for others not to fully trust us until they get to know us better. But when we know our own identity and potential, there's no need for doubt about our abilities. To exude confidence, it's important not to overly emphasize strengths or draw attention to weaknesses. And if we do make mistakes or feel out of place in certain situations, adopting a calm and relaxed demeanor can still convey an air of confidence. Number 2, be positive. Charismatic people tend to be likable because of their natural warmth and approachability, thus making it vital to reflect on how others perceive us when interacting. Negative, pessimistic, and scowling individuals are tough to be around. To appear more appealing to the individuals you interact with, always strive for enthusiasm and optimism in everything you do. Wearing a smile while ensuring an approachable demeanor or posture enhances this quality even further. With boldness, try sparking conversations with strangers. Regardless of whether they continue the conversation or not, they'll appreciate the friendly act. Remember, maintaining a positive attitude has everything to do with the words we use when communicating. We must avoid negative terms at all costs and instead spend time inspiring others. Though helping others might seem taxing at first, eventually our interaction comes along really positively, which also enhances our mood. Number 3, be assertive, not aggressive. If you want to develop charisma, being assertive is important, even though it may seem counterintuitive. Demonstrating self-confidence and conviction in your speech can be achieved without having to speak louder or sharper than others. Avoid uncertainty-inducing language such as, I think, probably, or I suspect. Also, refrain from apologizing too much unless you've made a mistake because that could make people perceive you negatively. Do you ever find yourself silently hoping for a raise at work, but wondering if your employer even knows how much it would mean to you? Or perhaps you're frustrated by your significant other's frequent outings with friends but feel they might not fully understand why it bothers you. And what about that neighbor who always parks just a little too close? Do they realize the inconvenience their actions cause? The reality is that many times, people around us are only aware of our needs or wants if we vocalize them. It may be uncomfortable or difficult at first, but practicing saying no can work in our favor over time. When we consistently say yes but ultimately let others down by failing to follow through on commitments, we risk damaging relationships and losing trust. We can start the process of being more honest and open with ourselves and those around us by identifying what our boundaries are and expressing them clearly and respectfully. Number 4, be silent and actively listen. They say that sometimes silence speaks louder than words because it gives people a chance to reflect on what you've said before they respond. Pausing before speaking can also prevent hurtful comments from being made. Charisma isn't just about convincing people of how great you are. It's about recognizing their greatness too. As someone wise once said, listen twice as much as you talk. I pass this same wisdom on to you today. It's an essential step towards becoming more charismatic. To improve your active listening skills, follow these 3 simple steps. Listen attentively and observe. Decipher verbal cues plus nonverbal signals and reflect on your feelings or interpretations of the other person's message. Take time practicing these techniques until they become second nature. Then decoding the hidden meanings behind any conversation will become easy. Number 5, take responsibility. People with natural charisma possess a unique ability to own up to their mistakes without shifting blame elsewhere. Where they excel even more is in their focus on finding solutions rather than getting caught up in finger-pointing antics. It may occasionally be advantageous to accept responsibility, even if it isn't solely yours. Stepping up as an individual who is willing to bear consequences or penalties to protect their team. It takes true accountability for every aspect of one's life, which includes your thoughts, language, actions, and emotions, all of which contribute towards shaping one's personal experiences. To simplify this notion, each individual should become aware that how they express themselves verbally or behaviorally has connections with what they believe or how they feel internally. Being cognizant of thought processes at a deeper level allows people to best suitably control them, since both have separate origins. Control over speech physically lies within the mouth, while emotional control stems inwardly from thought patterns. In conclusion, individuals are solely responsible for their thoughts and expressions, since nobody else has the power to change one's internal emotional state, words, or actions. It's crucial to maintain composure and not let others affect you negatively. Moreover, it is vital to recognize that everyone has a unique perspective, which influences their response to something beyond your influence. Number 6, get rid of pride. Speaking up about what you think or feel is necessary in life. However, it isn't all about you. Listening matters too. Engage yourself in conversations with individuals around you. Ask for their thoughts or opinions through conversation starters or open-ended questions. And make sure that you remember everyone's name while expressing yourself clearly for mutual comprehension. Do not judge nor justify one's actions. Instead, strive for a connection by keeping an open-minded approach towards understanding different points of view, even in challenging situations. Sometimes agreeing to disagree is better than having no agreements at all. Remember that everyone has the right to be themselves and unique. Nevertheless, too much of anything can affect you poorly, including excessive charisma. It often distracts people from listening and fulfilling others' expectations. Authentic individuals resist the pressure to conform and pursue a path that aligns with their true selves, regardless of external approval or societal expectations. Number 7, remember little details. There's something special about people who genuinely listen when others speak, taking note of even the seemingly insignificant things they share in conversation. It shows those individuals that their thoughts matter, which fosters trust between the parties involved, since all humans crave being understood by another person. This is particularly true for new acquaintances. These types of conversations often lead down surprising paths, revealing deep like-mindedness shared among two people. Considering this, it is important to always remember to take advantage of these opportunities. Those who do will find that they're better equipped to develop both personal and professional relationships with others. For example, if you're chatting with a colleague and they mention attending their niece's birthday party last weekend, consider asking them how the party went when you see them on Monday. Number 8, keep your hands visible. Never underestimate the power of hand gestures. These dynamic movements are far from random or meaningless. They pack a punch when it comes to effective communication. Whether used to emphasize key points or illustrate complex ideas, animated gestures are unparalleled tools for driving home important messages. What's fascinating is that using visual appeals through hand movements can help us better understand information. The same parts of our brains responsible for processing vocal explanations also get activated by body language, which may date back to early humans who relied heavily on gestures before inventing verbal communication. During meetings or presentations, keeping your hands visible on the table communicates warmth and openness, while giving you greater freedom to use them expressively while speaking. And during presentations, especially, don't hold back. Incorporating illustrative hand movements can help clarify points and make even the most complicated concepts more accessible to others. By tapping into our innate ability to read visual cues, we vastly improve our chances of making a lasting impact on our audience. So go ahead, let your hands do the talking, and watch your message resonate with others in a whole new way. Using technology in class has been proven to positively impact student performance, thanks to numerous research efforts. For instance, the Department of Education found that students who learn with technology tend to score higher on tests. What's more, these resources can keep learners actively engaged with interactive activities during classes. We must keep in mind that this approach only works when used alongside traditional teaching techniques, not as a replacement for them. That being said, teachers must also receive proper training before introducing these tools into their curriculum. Ultimately, incorporating digital devices in education holds great potential, but it needs careful consideration and implementation if we're ever going to reap its full benefits. Number 9. Authenticity equals charisma. Authenticity involves being genuine, an inherent trait in all of us. However, like many things in life, excessive authenticity may do more harm than good sometimes. Charisma, for instance, may divert our focus from other people's needs. Those who prioritize authentic relationships tend to have happier lives overall. Expressing ourselves vulnerably may feel uncomfortable at times. However, it is necessary for resolving conflicts and personal growth, which benefits everyone if we intend to progress as a society collectively. Initiating positive changes while fearing rejection or misunderstanding from loved ones can be disheartening. It's crucial to keep in mind that change isn't easy for anyone, even those close to us. Therefore, patience is key during these times.